Back now at 5:30 from TV journalist to U.S. Senator. Eyewitness News has an exclusive interview with Senate candidate Christina Pascucci. The Democrat had a successful career in local news in Los Angeles.
But as Eyewitness News reporter Will Silverstein tells us, Pascucci is running her campaign to build a better future for her soon-to-be-born daughter.
You are pregnant, you're going to become a mother. What makes you want to run for senator?
What makes me want to run for senator is I'm fighting for my daughter.
Christina Pascucci spent more than a decade in a newsroom like this. You can see her here meeting some of our Eyewitness News journalists and talking about her time in the news industry. It was a career that ended this year when she made the announcement she was running for Senate as a Democrat. However, with a Democrat field that includes 3 established candidates, how does Pascucci make her mark?
There's 3 Democrats who are already in this race who identify as progressive. You seem to identify more as a moderate candidate. What separates you from those other 3 leading candidates?
I call myself an independent Democrat because I want to make it clear I do not align with a lot of what I see as harmful policies that have brought us to the point we see in this state. But I am a Democrat overall when it comes to things like women's rights or uplifting underserved communities. Things that I'm right-leaning on, I guess you could say, is I'm more of a fiscal conservative. I think we need to fight crime. We need to address the border crisis. To me, these shouldn't really be partisan issues. It's just more about common sense.
Pascucci says she recognizes what makes Kern County a unique place in California, and unlike most candidates, she has a way to communicate with a largely underserved community in the Central Valley.
And I can't think of many other candidates that are bilingual that can speak Spanish, and I believe that's part of your background as well.
Out of all the candidates who are polling, I am the only one who speaks Spanish, and that is extremely important in California with half of our population being Latino, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I've actually already been doing the work in Latino communities. It's not like some of the other candidates you see where they only go into those neighborhoods when they want their vote.
This is not only the seat for California, it's also Dianne Feinstein's seat, and who, of course, maybe people who aren't familiar with her history maybe only saw someone who was older in her last years, but of course she was a trailblazer. I don't know many other people who are driving around the state at 6 months pregnant, with a primary, I'm sure, near your due date.
Yeah.
What does this race mean for you, and how do you fulfill her legacy in D.C. should you be elected?
No. So I am due 1 week after the primary election, which I think is great timing on my baby girl's part. And, so when I am in the top 2 vote getters, I will then give birth. I will take a break and I'll continue campaigning. When it comes to being pregnant on the campaign trail, I think working women do it every day, so I'm not necessarily special, but I also want to show what's possible. I want to show my daughter what's possible, and when something is worth fighting for, you're going to be focused on that goal no matter what, because there's too much at stake.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being able to spend some time with us today.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
And to see where Pascucci stands on issues impacting Kern County like energy production, water storage, and the homelessness crisis, you can head to our website, bakersfieldnow.com.